Welcome back to Great Day St. Louis. You know, it's easy to forget what's underneath our homes, but everything is sitting on a foundation. And when that foundation starts to crack or shift, it's not just a small headache for homeowners, but it can get expensive real quick if you don't catch it in time, which is why the people who know how to spot the problem and fix it the right way are more important than ever. And one place in Fenton has made it their mission to train those in-demand professionals. Please welcome the man behind Foundation Rescue Training Center, Stephen Burton, along with Gabby Flores, the Director of Operations, to Great Day St. Louis. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is a very unique program that I don't think that a lot of people probably realize is in place, but let's start with the class itself. Who should take this class?
You know, you've got the kids that are coming right out of high school, right? Well, you know, at first I thought that's where we're going to just jump right on. But a lot of those folks are not ready to even figure out how they want to engage life yet. And that's fine. You're better off. So then I started looking at it, and it started to develop into 4 people. The second one is the folks that are in a job, and they're just like, gosh, the nephew of the owner is running the place, and I'm upwardly stopped. Or I can only make X amount. We've got another baby coming. My job, I love it, but I can't sustain it. So you've got that folk. You've got the folks that are wanting their third. That was kind of me, my third run at a career. Because, you know, if you're upwardly mobile and you enjoy what you do, there's nothing wrong with being good at something and setting the mic down and moving on to the next thing, because you'll bring that with you, right? So then it struck me. We've got so many of these small companies out there that are giving this work to another company, and that's really hard on the homeowner as well as that other small company, when what we're doing isn't rocket science. It's a lot of these folks are already breaking concrete or digging. So let's not, this industry was made so hard to figure out, and it's not. It's very simple.
No need to reinvent the wheel.
No, let's just illustrate what's really going on.
And a lot of kids are in that, are taking that gap year now out of college and thinking and sitting and thinking about what they want to do and realizing maybe 4 years of college and $100,000 isn't the direction I need to be going. We all hear about the trades all the time and what an honorable and great way it is to make a living, right? So that's a great captured audience for you. What kind of hands-on skills do students learn in these courses?
Well, you know, we're going to bring, so 9 of the weeks are going to be online, 7 of the weeks, I've got them. So that first week, we want to make sure that their attitude's correct and that they understand what it is that it means to dig that ditch or to break that piece of concrete out. It's way more than that. So they start to learn about hydrology, they start to learn about hydrostatic pressure, so that when they're having conversations, it's about the job. Client asks them, and they're not a customer, they should be a client, they should be receiving information and not products. And so now the worker is able to explain, yes, the material safety data sheet says that we need to really keep this in a warm place until we get ready to use it. Or, wow, now we're not on our phones checking, you know, every book or this and that. We're actually looking something up maybe while we're having a little downtime. And this is what we want to give them as a resource.
Gotcha. All right. So, Gabby, you said not to place any questions directly at you, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. How is this course designed? Because this is important. A lot of the demographics that we talk about, people might have a job already, or they might be looking after kids, or they might already be in school or whatever. How do you design these programs so they're flexible for those kinds of students?
I mean, we put a lot of thought into this. Originally, it was supposed to be all in person, but then we kind of realized that our demographic isn't what we originally planned for, and there are going to be people with careers. So we did make some of it hybrid and online so that they can take it at their own pace. And I mean, the benefit of us being like a smaller school is that this is your teacher right here, and he's willing to work with your schedule. And if you can't make those classes, or if you can't make these deadlines, like if you need to come in after hours in a non-traditional like school hour time, or if you needed to work weekends, you know, like he's very flexible and will work with you so that the program works for you.
Well, that's a great idea. It's a great concept, and I'm sure there's a few people out there right now that are sitting and thinking, there's always a market for this. There's going to be business for years and years to come. And maybe this is the direction I should go. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Keep us posted. For more information about the Foundation Rescue Training Center, give them a call at 636-246-4646. 4443, or you can find them on the web at foundationrescuestl.com.